All right, welcome to Liverpool Connection podcast. We just watched Liverpool in a pathetic performance at Atalanta. We're not very happy for recording this right after. Delcross, Glenn, who wants to be angry first?
I can go.
You can go. Go on then.
It's hard to do this thing right after the game because there is that emotion connected to it. I don't know. I'm more disappointed, I feel, than I am angry.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed that we went out with very, very little fight. We really went out with a whimper. We got off to a dream start. We couldn't have. I don't think if you asked any Liverpool fan what the perfect start would have been, I think we nailed it. Get a goal inside the first 10 minutes. And just work your way into the game, and hopefully get a second one, and put them under real pressure then, and see what they're made of. And we just never done that. We got the penalty. Salah gets a really fucking good chance, and he fucking makes a bollocks of it. And then I feel from then on, I think that nearly may have just sucked the belief out of the team, and they kind of went and they started to feel sorry for themselves a little bit. And I think that really showed in the performance, and we never got going. I think the first attempt on goal we had was in the 91st minute.
We had the first half. We played all right. We created chances in the first half. We had the Szoboszlai effort first half. We had the Diaz effort. We had the Salah throw-on goal as well. On the downside of that, it was noticeable we were giving away the ball a lot as well in the first half. But at least we were creating. Right? So Glenn, first half, what were your thoughts? How are you feeling during that? Did it look like you feel like we could go on and maybe win this?
I'm so deflated now, the thought of even thinking about the first half. I thought first half we played really well, actually. Obviously there was a few moments where, I feel like we gave the ball away very cheaply. Szoboszlai, Curtis had moments, and I thought there's a couple of moments where we could have got hit on the counter, but like you're saying, we created chances. Do you know what I mean? We created chances in the first half. Absolutely unbelievable start, and then you think, okay, kick on here. And I think, to be honest, that's probably the more disappointing thing. Obviously, we've had a little chat at half-time, and we're thinking, score another here before 70 minutes. This could be on, just because of the way we were playing in the first half and the chances that we were creating. And that's the most disappointing thing, I think. Second half, I can't even really remember their goalie making a save.
91st minute.
Yeah, that one that he just caught.
He just
caught.
header,
right?
It's not even a save, is it? But
And
I think that's the most annoying thing, yeah.
That's the most disappointing thing out there. It's good. We go in at half-time. We're 1-0 up. We created plenty of chances. Well, we have a chance here. We can, we kept a clean sheet, barring a couple of occasions where Atlanta had chances. They only really came from our errors. I was absolutely flabbergasted the second half performance, and it happened from the first minute. That was the worst thing. It just didn't look like any belief in the team. Not to mention, of course, we weren't creating anything as well. But it looks like mentally, we're shot. It looks like mentally we're done. It was just so disappointing, that second half, the reaction of our players and the lack of belief.
That's exactly it. You can analyse the shite out of tactics and substitutions and teams and all you want, but at the end of the day, it was just flat. It was just very, very flat. There was little belief. I won't go so far as saying that there was little fight. I'm not saying they didn't try. They're obviously doing their best and they're trying hard. They wouldn't be in a club team if they weren't. But it was just. It was just. It's just. The belief. It's just it went from mentality monsters to fucking just not being that. And I don't. Yeah, I think from the minute Salah put the ball fucking wide, I think the belief just went, and that was it done.
The thing is, right, we've got to say this. And we sort of didn't really say it after the Palace game because we've concentrated so much on us. I thought second half Atalanta were fantastic.
Oh yeah,
that Cooper Miners or whatever his name is, number 7, he's sensational. He'll go and play a really, really big club next year. And I thought the fullback was really good as well. The centre halves. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, Liverpool are going to play much better teams than Atlanta. But I thought they were, like, as a group, defensively, really, really good. But we just didn't find a way. I'm screaming at Curtis because I feel like he's dwelling on the ball and he was just taking that extra second on the ball. But then there wasn't really that much movement off it as well. On 60 minutes, we were all screaming for subs. We need subs. We need something different, whether it be Jota, whether it be Nunes, whatever it was. Did they even help? Did they even improve the game at all?
It didn't make a difference. I mean, we made this up. We got Nunes on. We got Elliott into midfield. I don't get why Nunes was pushed through the middle and Gakpo was left. Didn't make a lot of sense, but it didn't matter. I mean, we couldn't get the forwards into the game because we weren't creating anything, and the midfield was too wide at times. And you're right, like Atalanta was set up brilliantly, like tactically we're fantastic, right? But a Liverpool of the quality that we have been, because let's not forget this, the majority of the season we've been really, really good, right? But since the FA Cup, the loss against Manchester United, we have fallen off a cliff. Like physically and mentally, it looks like the players are completely shattered, and it's just knocked the complete stuffing out of us. And we're left with the league. But it's hard, and I can't think of any positives really to take from that game. And I'm thinking about like the lineup and all the players that performed. I thought Gakpo did okay at times. Other than that, I thought Konate had a decent game.
Robbo was all right too. To be fair, Robbo the last couple of weeks has been all right. I thought Konate was better than he has been in previous weeks as well. I thought Virgil wasn't. Thought he definitely wasn't at his best tonight.
Yeah. Would you have took Salah off?
Yes.
I know it's easy saying.
I would have. Yeah, he's not at the races.
I wouldn't have took
I'd be tempted not even to start him at the weekend. No, I mean that's a big statement.
No, it's a different question.
I don't think he's not playing well.
He's not, but
and he could tell himself. Had that been 6 weeks ago and that happened, he'd have come off and he'd have fucking tore up that dugout. He'd have fucking, but he just shook hands with everybody, kind of put the head down and was there. Yeah, I can see why I'm being taken off.
I still wouldn't have done it. To be honest with you, I really wouldn't have. It's easy saying it now. I mean, I was fuming. Not fuming, but I was really, really shocked that he did it. I just feel like he's a sort of player that he might just create you something. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't playing well, but
he didn't do anything though for the whatever 60 odd minutes he was on.
Yeah, but you're running behind and he'll make things happen. Do you know what I mean? He'll do that. And in the second half, no one really did anything, did they? But I don't think Nunes down the middle helped. I don't think that helped us at all. I would have kept Gakpo through the middle and tried to.
Well, I think that's where Atalanta done well.
Or even put Gakpo in there as like a 10, and because one thing I really think we lacked is how many times did the goalie have the ball, McAllister have the ball, and you're like, or Curtis got the ball, and you're like, move it. But there wasn't really that movement coming off into midfield. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I think that's what I think that's one of the things that Atalanta did really well is they didn't come too far out of position. They didn't take the bait, and I think that's why we were all screaming at the players here. Why is he so deep? Why is he getting the ball so deep? Why are we not moving it quick enough? There was no one to move it to, and I think they were trying to draw Atalanta out a little bit. Drilled. And Atalanta were very, very well drilled, and they stuck to their guns, and they didn't move, and they gave them no space. And I think that's why, probably one of the reasons why, well, not one of the reasons, but probably is the reason why Nunes didn't do fuck all, was he no room. There was no room for him to do anything out there.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that I put him down the sides, maybe have a little bit of go out there. I thought the Robertson sub was fucking wild, by the way. Yeah. I didn't really understand that one. I understand keeping forwards on, but when he went off, we had absolutely no width on the pitch at all. It's just no point having Gakpo there. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're going to go long and try and do something a bit different, then fair enough, but I
will say this though, you look for a positive, a small little glimmer of thing. Trent got 60 odd minutes, 70 minutes in his legs. Some of his passing was fucking sensational, out of this world. So
some wasn't. Some of it was amazing.
I mean, he's coming back. I think we missed a lot of those screaming passes.
We get him back for 60 minutes in the next few games.
And that like with the Trent point as well.
That wasn't at the same time.
And that was like disappointing. Even the first half as well is like we kept yelling. like keep it simple, like play the fucking easy pass, build up the chances. And even early in the game, it's like we were panicking, like, oh, we need to keep flying over these Hollywood type passes because that's the only way we're going to score goals. And we kept giving it away doing that. It's like freaking settle down. And I think even the one chance that we had in the second half, the header, came from a spell of possession where we actually passed it around. We kept it simple. We moved it from right to left to right, created a space to make the cross, and we didn't do that enough. No. Like, we just look like the team at the moment is completely shattered, and we're now down to the league, and we still have a shot at the league, and that is what we have to go for. What can we do? And I don't want to get too far into this because we'll speak about this in a different pod, but with where we are at the moment, what can we do to change this around to give us a genuine shot at the title for these last 6-7 games?
Very, very simple in my opinion. Just win the next fucking game. No matter what, it's a poxy 1-0 97th minute OG. Just fucking win the next game. That's all you can do now. For the next, that's all we've left. 6 league games. Just Fulham, fully focused. Just win at all costs, and that's it.
I think he's sort of saying though, like tactically and
there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean tactically.
If you can't just go out to the lads and say, "Yo, lads, there's 11 felt." Just put anyone on the pitch and just win. He's trying to say like who you would play and what you would do.
He's tried everything. He's tried everything. They're not playing well. Doesn't matter who you start or who you don't fucking start. They're not playing well. Just fucking take all the fucking pressure off. Just go out and fucking win the game. Figure out a way to win the fucking game. You're professional fucking footballers. Yeah. Get the ball in the net, win the fucking game, and move on to the next.
I'll tell you what, this game at the weekend might be one of the most important games that he's had. In the fact that don't win on the weekend, the whole season is just going to be whap whap whap. Because if we're all pretty honest, we don't think Liverpool are going to win the league from this position right now. But at least be there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, push them. All you can do now is push them.
It means being here on final day of the fucking season and waiting on those cunts to fucking win the league again and us to get excited for 10 minutes. You know what? At least push the bastards.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
At least, I mean, there's a part of me that's just like, just fucking let the bastards win it by fucking 4 games because I can't do it to myself. But realistically, you know what? At least, because if we don't win on Sunday, it's going to be a very grim end, isn't it? Very grim end.
And I know that, yes, we did win tonight, and yes, we did keep a clean sheet as well.
Yeah, that's the mad thing too, right? Yeah, we're sitting here, we won and we kept a clean sheet.
We did, but we know in the grand scheme of things that it was. But with the next point, what I was going to go to is, like, we can't score from open play, which is absolutely bizarre. And how this has gone, like we are struggling to score goals, and with the amount of talent that we have, it's unbelievable. First off, you could see, okay, potentially maybe we're getting back into our stride. Maybe we're starting to create chances again. But then the second half was just like
creating chances hasn't been the problem, though, hasn't it?
For finishing,
creating chances, putting the ball back in the net is inevitable.
Although tonight we didn't create too many. But I you know, you were saying a little bit earlier, so what tactically can you? You know what might be a way forward is, I think you mentioned it, Glenn, maybe in the last podcast you all did. Like, go back to the fucking young lads, maybe.
Put 1 or 2 in.
Yeah, and just try change things up, freshen things up a little bit, and take it from there.
It's tough now because you've got pretty much all your first team players back now, bar Robertson, bar Bradley, and obviously Matip's for so long he doesn't even count anymore.
Thiago.
Yeah, he doesn't even count anymore. So you've got pretty much everyone back. So you're sort of trying to give everyone the minutes to try and get them back, trying to get players back into form. But because you've got right now on the weekend for Fulham, you've got 5 strikers. You should have 5 strikers. Now some of them might only be able to play 30 minutes or 60 minutes, but you've got 5 of them. Mm-hmm. You've got all your midfielders are fit, but you know it's. I mean, at some point you're going to have to think, well, McAllister may need to take the game off. But right now, there's no way that midfield could go without McAllister, right?
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So we're going to wrap it up.
And by the way, I didn't even want to go Europa League anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Imagine that.
I guess I can, you know.
About 2 million people in Dublin having a party.
Yeah.
Standard shit
Yeah,
anyway.
to stop looking for hotels and worrying about
Yeah,
the
I guess
tickets,
me
so
too.
that's
Me
good,
too.
right?
Yeah, I
Save
don't have
some
to worry
money.
about the ballot of the ticket.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Glenn. We'll wrap it up. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. We're going to wrap this up now because it's really fucking hot and humid in Austin. And yeah, we're pissed off and we want to try and miss the traffic and get home. So,
Cheerio.
cheerio.
Arrivederci.
See you later.
That's fucking Italian, actually. No, it's fucking not.
Cheers.